For the next few days, I'm going to be dealing with sub-zero temperatures, building primitive fires, and hiking through a snowstorm. All right, it is 0 degrees out here. And I think that me having used that much paper to start a fire here in the snow is just proof that fire is going to be the only thing that keeps me alive for the next 3 days. Look how much of my breath you can see. I'm basically standing in the fire and I'm still cold. All right, so the whole point of burning this big long fire, I'm going to burn it for about 6 to 7 hours. And we're gonna create a nice bed of coals and warm that ground up so I can sleep on it for the next couple of nights. Because a warm ground, it'll make all the difference when you're trying to winter camp. All right guys, so I'll be laying right in here. So hopefully the fire moves over a bit. I might have to move it myself. And then my head will be right where those flames are. And that thing of rocks, that wall of rocks is gonna reflect the heat back onto me while I sleep. The feels like temperature right now is about negative 18 or 19. Really cold and dry air. People are known to get nosebleeds and chapped lips from this, so it's important to bring chapstick out and just be prepared because it is really cold and really dry. You can actually see the steam coming off that wall right there because it's so cold. So the fire is going to help heat all that ground up. That way I'm warm when I sleep. I decided to bring my dog out, so I went back to the house so kind of let you guys know what's going on. My grandma owned these woods that I'm camping in right now, so periodically I might come back, grab my dog, and let him out. Holy, he loves the snow. Oh yeah, get him, boy. He loves the snow. This is the first snow of the year. First snow of the year. So I changed my attire up. I learned a couple of things. And now I'm gonna go back, get the fire going again. I came back to get some wood for the fire so I can get some good coals because everything out there is pretty small. I need to get some good coals. A good bed of coals will warm that whole area up so that I can sleep there for the next couple of days. Just gonna be putting that wood into this backpack and take it out there real quick. Come here. Hey, hey, come here. Hey, sit. Sit. Paw, paw. Really hoping the fire didn't die down all the way. Oh, we still got flames. Wow, that's nice. I'm gonna get this wood in the fire and get some coals going. Let the dog run around and then take him back because it's really cold out here and I don't want to find out whether he's ready for it or not. So we're just gonna get the fire back up and going and head back to the house to get the dog inside. All right, I think that I got the fire going good enough. As you can see behind me, it's going pretty good. I got some big sticks in there. If you're trying to keep your fire going for a long time, make sure you put bigger stuff that'll burn for longer in there so that you can leave. But for now, me and the dog are gonna head back so I can get him inside because temperature's dropping, snow's falling, and I don't wanna get him in a situation that he can't get out of. So we're gonna get him back to the house. Guess I'll use this opportunity to tell you guys about what's coming up. So in about a month, so 2 weeks after you're seeing this, I'm gonna be flying to Oregon, and I plan on probably climbing Mount Hood when I'm there. Mount Hood is the 3rd most climbed mountain in the world. It's about 12,000 feet tall. So plan on maybe climbing that and doing some winter camping up in the mountains there. That'll be a short trip. Then I'm coming back and possibly gonna be catching a flight to Nepal to trek to the Everest Base Camp. Now, when am I gonna do that? Hopefully March or April. Is it a guarantee that I do that? No. I might just wait, save up for the actual trip to summit Everest, but we'll see about that. But yeah, anyways, getting close to the house now. I'm gonna go ahead and let the dog inside and continue on with this challenge. Gonna go ahead and chop tree down. I think this is a good time to tell you guys that when you're in a survival situation, especially, but even if you're just out winter camping, if you don't have to do it, don't. There was no reason I needed to cut that tree down. I just wanted to do it. But just make sure you only do what you have to. Be smart with what you do, especially when it's really cold. All right, now this tree, it's alive, so it'll burn a long time. That's why I'm using it, so I can get some good coals and heat up that ground really good. But that also makes it harder to chop, so I am gonna be here for a while. Just drop some rocks in here and try and grab them. Oh, put that back somewhere up here. Oh, that is hot. All right, there we go. As you can see, all that heat is reflecting back into that wall and getting over this whole thing. Plus, with all these coals and this flames going for so long, that ground will be nice and warm for me to sleep on. Sleeping on the ground is an option. You just have to heat it up first. If you're not gonna heat it up first, make sure that you get off the ground, because that will be the coldest, most miserable night of your life. All right, if you guys don't have a saw and you're trying to break a long limb, like you see right here, then I'm gonna show you a trick to split your limbs in half so you can burn them more efficiently. All right, you're just gonna take your limb and you're gonna shove it in between two trees that are close together. Grab one end and just pull until it breaks. And that actually gave me 3 limbs that I can throw on the fire now. For dinner tonight, got a nice bowl of orange chicken and rice. All right, as I sit here and eat my dinner, I'm gonna tell you guys the game plan. I'm gonna eat this, gonna let the fire burn down, and then we're gonna load it up on the rock side and spread all the ashes over. Lay some hay that I collected down and lay down to sleep for the night. We moved the campsite in the house for like half a day so that I could make some snow ice cream. Well guys, since I kind of abandoned mission last night, we're just gonna check the mail and see what the surrounding roads are like. Looks like I live on a county road. Looks like it's kind of snowy still. I'll show you guys that here in a second. I think we got about 6 or 7 inches of snow. Mail hasn't come. Oh yeah, roads is pretty snowy. I'm gonna go check the main road. It's about a quarter mile up the way. Let you guys know what that's like when I get there. While I'm walking up to the other road, I'm gonna let you guys know that I didn't really abandon my camp for any real reason. I just kind of came back to let the dog out one time and never went back. Once it got dark, I was gonna let the fire die down, go let the dog out, set up my camp, and then I just kind of sat on the couch and fell asleep. But that's how it is when I'm camping on my own property, and the house is right there, so sometimes I just go back. So for today, I'm gonna hike around a little bit, find some tracks, and then I might cook up a deer steak, and then on to the next adventure. I don't know what it'll be, but I'm sure I'll find something. Getting more used to the cold as winter seeps in. As you can see, I am just wearing a coat with no shirt. But I'm also wearing shorts. Temperature is up. I believe that it's up to about 16 degrees, so it feels pretty good. It's not too bad. Snow like this really gets the animals moving, so there's lots of tracks in the woods to go find. It's really eye-opening about what you're walking around with out there when you're out in the woods. Because you don't see them in the daytime, but in the nighttime, there's lots of activity. I'm almost up here to the road. I just saw a plow go by, so I'll be interested to see what that road looks like. I see some tracks here. Let's see what those are. saw the plow go by again, so 2 passes should be good. I'm expecting to see a pretty good road up here. Almost there. It's just at the top of this hill, so it's kind of hard to see. Oh yeah, I think I see some asphalt. It's not looking too bad. Here, I'll show you guys the road. Much better compared to this, because you get up here, you can even see a little bit of asphalt. Not too bad. I think a couple more days and the road will be just fine. Snow's done, no more snow. It's gonna be really cold tomorrow, -6 degrees in the morning, and then it'll heat back up 30 or 40 degrees. Alright, I'm gonna walk back through the woods and try to find some tracks for some animals. See what I can't find. Get a fire going, cook some dinner up, and end this video off so I can get going on my next adventure. So the neighbor owns all these woods, and then right down there at the bottom of that hill, all them other woods is the woods that my grandma owns. So once I get to the bottom of this hill, I'll dip into the woods and try to find some tracks. Bringing the dog to cook some chicken. I just saw some deer to the east, and my dog, bless his soul, is completely oblivious. He's looking out to the west, sniffing around because he's sniffing around their tracks. And the deer are actually right in front of me. I can't see them no more. They ran over to the neighbor's property, but the deer are gone now, but my dog is completely oblivious, looking for the deer in the wrong direction. But anyways, I got this chicken in this bag right here, and come back to my fire. It's died down, but we'll get it back up and going in a hurry. And yeah, we're gonna end this video off cooking some chicken and searching for some tracks. Come on, come on. Don't know what he's thinking. He's just excited there's snow. I got my pile of sticks here that the dog seems to want to play with. So when you're cooking your chicken on a stick, it's good to make sure that it's not in such high heat the whole time to where you burn it. You want to make sure that it's in some low heat, that way it can cook all the way through. Yeah, you gotta have patience when you're cooking over the fire, because you gotta make sure it's cooked all the way through. You don't want salmonella. All right, I think that's about done. Got it nice and crispy and charred. That's how I like it. And I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. So I wanna thank all the viewers and all the subscribers especially, because without you, none of this is possible. And we're gonna be on to the next adventure. I post every other Saturday at 6 o'clock Eastern time. And I hope to see you then.